Welcome to the Self-Care Show with Deidre Sanford. Although holistic and alternative healing methods are becoming more and more mainstream, what method is right for you? How do you find a practitioner once you've chosen to explore an alternative therapy? Each week, Deidre will explore a different modality with practitioners who will explain their modality and the benefits they and their clients have received through their sessions. She and her guests may also offer live readings during the show. Now, your host of the Self-Care Show, Deidre Sanford.
Well, hello and good morning. It's Wednesday, self-care day, and I'm ready to rock. Are y'all ready to rock? Grab your coffee, grab your water, pop your name. Hello, Alyssa. Pop your name in the chat. It is 10:02 on February the 15th. Courtney, good morning. Well, thank you, my friend. Thank you. I got tired of this bleached out end situation I had going on. Decided it was time to light it back up a little bit. How is everyone this morning? Sherry, good morning. I'm welcoming you officially to the show. Sherry is joining us for the first time. I am well, Miss Sherry. How are you? Tim, good morning. I haven't seen you for a while. It's so nice to see you this morning. I've been wondering about you. All right, guys. Thank you, Sherry. We're sending love and healing energy right back to you. I am over the top excited this morning because it's the day after Valentine's Day and chocolate is on sale everywhere. Chocolate is my nemesis, or chocolate is my fuel. Depends on the day. Hi, Courtney. Good morning. Oh, it's awesome to see all of you joining in with us this morning, already getting chatty in the chat box. I think you guys have all got your fingers ready to roll, got your questions ready, because we're getting ready to answer them for you. Hi, Michelle. All right. We're ready to take off. I brought a friend on board with me this morning, and I think you're going to love her. I know I do. So Lori B and I met in Tampa at the end of last year. We were attending a Lisa Williams workshop for the weekend, and we were introduced to each other by a mutual friend and kind of hit the ground running from there. So we got to chit-chatting and learned quite a bit about each other. And Lori is a certified psychic medium through DeEtte Ranae, whom we all know and love, especially right here at WLTK-DB. Good morning, Aspen. And she's studying to be an certified angel reader, if I remember that correctly, through Raeleigh Valentine. She is an oracle card reader. She's a tarot card woman. And we're going to get ready to rock and roll with you guys. Todd, hi, Casey. Let's have Lori come and join us this morning. Hey, Lori.
Hello.
Lori is joining us from the other half of the country, out on the
warm
East
half.
Coast. Do what?
The warm half.
The warpath.
Warm.
Hey, Teresa. Oh, the warm half. Yeah, rub it in. With any luck, I'll come see you in August. Good morning, Terry. What else do we need to know about you? I kind of fumbled the whole Raeleigh Valentine class and certification.
No, certified angel advisor, basically a reader. It's talking to the angels, getting messages through the angels for the people that want them.
I love it.
Yeah.
Sherry is in Glendale, Arizona. Is it warm by you this morning, Sherry? I'm certainly hoping so. I know it can fluctuate over there. It's either raining or it's warm, and that's kind of my perception of Arizona. I've been out there just once. And Tim is coming in from Palm Springs out in California. And I'm guessing it's beautiful weather. He always has the most beautiful sunset pictures. Lori, what else do we need to know about you? I see you're shuffling cards already this morning.
I am shuffling cards. I just felt the need. I needed to start shuffling them.
Yeah?
I do use my pendulum also. I actually love my pendulum. This is one of many, but this is my all-time favorite. It was my first one, so that's the one I go to the most. But yeah, other than that, I'm a mom, and DeEtte sucked me into this.
Yay!
So,
She's an amazing, amazing person. She's a fantastic
she's
teacher.
an amazing person, an amazing teacher.
Yep.
Yeah.
So grateful that she brought us together, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Anybody that can hook up with her needs to hook up with her because she's amazing at what she gets you to the point where you're at.
Opening up, finding things about you that
Oh, yeah.
are amazing. And
I mean,
just
we could do the whole show just on talking about DeEtte. She probably could later, but what the heck?
she'll be popping in here sooner or later. She always does.
Oh, I'm sure
check
she's
on
going
us.
to.
Well, listen, lady, we are already all synced up and good to go. We managed to both put on red sweaters this morning without chatting about it. Todd's got some questions starred for us. So I'm also going to drag my cards out today.
Yes, you are.
You've inspired me. Lori, what deck is it you're using today?
I've got the Raeleigh Valentine Angel Wisdom Tarot and then the Lisa Williams Oracle.
Awesome. Awesome. I want to get my hands on that Lisa Williams deck. I know it's really hard to do
It's
at this point in
extremely
time.
hard to find.
Yeah.
Like I said, mine was gifted to me.
I grabbed my Power of Surrender cards from Judith Orloff. And my new favorite deck is actually by next week's guest, Whitney McNeil, and it's called Messenger of Spirit. So we'll see what happens and what comes through. Okay. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do this, Mr. Todd. Todd's going to pop the questions up on the screen for us. This question comes from B. She wants to know, is there anything I should be aware of?
Hang on, I'm getting a yes, but I'm trying to figure out what it is. I feel like something major is fixing to happen. I'm not feeling a bad something, but something fixing to be a major life change. Ooh, this is interesting. I got the Lover's card and the Moon card. Let me see. So I don't know, B, if you're in a relationship, but the Lover card definitely stands out. And then the Moon card is listen to your intuition. Pay attention to the moon. I think we're fixing to come up on no, we just had a full moon.
Good.
Yeah, so Now, can we get a response from her as if she's in a relationship right now?
Sure. She is. For 10 years, she's been in this relationship.
Okay. Yeah, the card says, embrace true love, make choices from the heart, vibrant love or recovery. So whatever's going on in this relationship, I feel like it's a good thing, or it's fixing to get really good. I don't know if you're in a rocky path or not, but if you're in a rocky path, it's gonna get better. Now, what do you got, girl?
Are you coming up on an anniversary, B? I know you said you've been in this relationship for 10 years. And I agree with Lori. I'm seeing a little bit of a shift. I'm not sensing either that it's a bad thing. Maybe just time to revisit and regroup and
Rejuvenate it
in a different direction. I'm kind of seeing like what's the word I'm looking for? A recommitment ceremony, which just doesn't necessarily mean an actual big, have an event, invite a bunch of people to join you, a renewing of the vows, but maybe just an opportunity to sit down and say, hey, I think we might need a new direction, perhaps a new team project. I feel like there's already a very strong foundation in this relationship. Even though it's strong, we can become a little bit complacent. So maybe it's just finding new things that you enjoy doing together, or giving each other a little bit of space to explore something that's on the radar as interesting, but not feeling as though you want to drift off and do something entirely on your own. But those times of doing things entirely on our own, thank you, B. She's got an anniversary coming up in May. Those times of going off and doing things on our own, just for ourselves as individuals, can often help to rejuvenate some of the time that we spend together.
And when you were talking about the commitment ceremony, recommitting, I immediately just saw a picture of the two of them on the beach.
Nice.
So I don't know. Maybe you guys need to take a trip to the beach.
Woohoo! May is a great travel time. If there's something more specific, feel free to pop it in there. We can circle back this morning. Hi, Alicia. Hi, it's Alicia. Alicia has got a windy day in Midwest Indiana. Not too far from where I'm at. I'm just outside of Chicago. The station itself is probably a little closer to you than I am. B, I hope we got to what you were looking for, but it does feel like, I think we both told you, it feels like already a solid, great relationship that may be headed for new heights.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got coming up next, Mr. Todd? Is it Alyssa or Elisa? I want to make sure I get that right for you. She wonders, what do we see as her greatest gift that's emerging currently for accomplishing her soul path?
I automatically hear hearing. I think she's gonna, if she's not already hearing, she's going to be hearing very soon. I got Elisa's deck for this one.
Ooh, fun.
Elisa, do you hear? Are you already hearing messages? These cards are not wanting to cooperate today.
No answer from Alicia. Hi, Brenda. Yes, you can certainly post a question.
Okay.
I was asking.
Okay, so I pulled up the dream card on that as far as her greatest gift. And it says, connecting with spirit and self, believe in the power of your dreams and guidance and direction.
That's awesome.
So I'm really, really, really thinking if you're already hearing, it's going to get amplified. Ooh. And in listening to all of that, all the others are going to start coming in. You just got to believe in yourself and trust. I know we all hate that word because it's a hard one to go with. It's very hard to trust. Yeah. But you've got to trust in what you hear and what you feel, and just know that you are headed in the right direction. But hearing is going to be a big one for you.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like there's already some clairaudience, and maybe, or not clairaudience, I'm sorry, claircog. So Elisa, if you already just kind of know things, I think that's part of the trust component, is putting the full faith and trust in what you already have. How does it feel in your body when you get that information? When it feels light, when your body feels happy and good, really trust that. And in trusting, as Lori said, we know how hard that can be. I still struggle with it from time to time. In trusting, you'll be able to bring forward that next greatest gift much more easily. I picked up my Judith Orloff Power of Surrender deck, and the card that I got was Surrender to Success. And I think that speaks to what Lori is saying initially about trusting what you're getting. The card actually says you're ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. So as you start receiving more messages, receiving more information, banking on that trust, building that trust, being open to the information and celebrating receiving the information will really, truly help continue to open those doors to possibilities. All right. Yeah. She's like, yeah, trusting. She does feel like she's a little claircog. So there you go. Yeah. You've already got the knowings. Lean harder into that, and that'll help open the hearing that Lori's talking about. Don't you think, Lori?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. but it's going to come in hard and fast. I feel like she's going to start hearing stuff, and she's going to be going, what was that? What was that? And she's got to recognize that spirit talking to her and pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Don't blow it off and go, well, that's just me talking to myself. No, it's not you talking to yourself. It's your spirits talking to you.
And it doesn't always sound like the one-on-one type conversations that we're having now. Sometimes it is part of claircog. They can be so easily connected, but you'll suddenly realize, maybe this is what happened to me anyway. I suddenly came to a realization. I was midstream full on two-sided conversation in my head, and it started creeping forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're not losing your mind, sweetie. It's real.
Yeah.
Trust it.
You just feel like you're losing your mind.
All right. Hey, you're from Willow Springs. That's so fun. I used to tramp around Willow Springs. Our paths may have crossed in the past. All right. Thank you, Elisa, for submitting your question. We hope we gave you some faith and trust to move forward on. And there's some reinforcement for you as well. You already know what's coming. Just welcome it with open arms.
Yep.
Here's our next brave soul. Terry Wilson popped in, and she's wondering about the nonprofit deal that's been proposed. Just wondering if she should go into that deal.
Why don't you start on this one?
I kind of feel like not all the cards are on the table. I'm not saying back away from it. I'm saying take a little deeper dive. There's more information. And I think that might actually feel a little bit like an obvious statement, because if all the information were on the table, you wouldn't be asking. You would either be walking away or you'd be diving in head first. And Terry, it feels a little bit like diving in head first is your style, but you've learned the lesson of discernment from other situations. I'm not seeing any big red flags on this. I'm not seeing cautions on it either, but I am going to say to you, make sure that you're getting the best deal that you can for yourself. Number one. Number two, don't take the first offer that's on the table. And I know that's standard business advice. Dig deeper. I feel like there are some expectations for that situation that haven't been completely figured out yet. And as you guys continue to talk a little bit further, that will get mapped out. More information is coming in on that. Until you have all of that information, I wouldn't accept any figures. This kind of is what I'm hearing on that. Don't handshake on the money until you guys have hammered out almost every conceivable detail possible. And I know that sounds tedious, but it works to your best advantage in the long run. It feels like a good fit, and it feels like the intentions behind it with everyone in charge, responsible for actually making it happen, are all even. You guys are all on the same page with where you want to go. There may be some discrepancies about some steps along the way. Those will get hammered out easily as well.
Okay. And so I felt compelled to pull 2 cards on this one.
Ooh.
And the first one was Dawn, which is new beginnings. But I have to agree with you that I don't think it's right now. And then the second one was Question. Okay. And it's saying, trust that the answers are going to come. I think you're going to know when it's time. I feel like if this was the right time, you wouldn't even be asking the question. So you already know the answer. I do agree with her in that this does feel like the right fit. It's just not the right time. It's just going to take a little more planning. And ironing all the, what's the word I'm looking for, girl?
Details, wrinkles.
Details, yes. Ironing out all the details.
Yeah.
But just make sure you've got the answers to your questions and trust your instincts when it's time.
Yeah.
It's the biggest thing, trusting yourself.
Sorry. Terry says we're dead on with past experiences. So Terry, you've already learned the lesson of discernment. You've already stepped into situations that were ever evolving, of course, as life is. You already know some of the additional questions that need to be asked. Lori's saying the same thing, that there's more to come. And I agree with you on a time frame. It's not like right now, but it's coming in the immediate future. Do you have any kind of a timeline on that, Lori?
I'm hearing 6. So I'm leaning, I'm feeling like around 6 months will be the right time. That's when you'll be ready and you'll know that it's the right time.
Cool. Super sweet. 6 months may sound like a long way off, Lori, or Terry, but as long as y'all are talking and making progress. I also got a 6. I felt like that was kind of 6 to 8 weeks. So we're both saying it's not going to happen right now. Give it some time, engage.
So let's go with 6 weeks to 6 months.
Right. I mean, there's a big difference there, but I think it depends on how easily everyone comes to understandings and how easily y'all can work together or others can work together to get that information that you need.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks really good.
Yeah, I think so too.
Woohoo. All right, Todd, who's next? Casey wants a reading this morning. I'm going to bounce this back over to you, Lori, to kick things off for us.
Okay.
Casey is a diehard supporter of many shows here on WLTK-DB, and it's always a pleasure to have Casey pop into a show. She's got some great information to share as a listener and viewer, and we just enjoy Casey.
Okay, Casey, first off, I have to ask if there is something going on with your stomach right now. Because as soon as I picked up the cards, my stomach just starts feeling really weird. So I don't know if there's something that's bothering you now with it. But I feel like it's something that you need to pay attention to.
While you're doing that, I just want to mention that Terry came back in to say 6 is her number. So maybe that's why we both got 6s.
Oh, awesome. Okay. All right. Let me see what I get for Casey. And I'm going to go with 3 cards for her. Okay. Now I pulled the Empress card for her. And it's saying that it's time to take action and give birth to your dreams. So I'm wondering if maybe that's something with the stomach where you're getting nervous and you're feeling it in your stomach. Not real sure. I don't know if the stomach thing is. I don't think that's it.
No, I'm laughing.
Huh?
I'm going to jump in on this one with you right here on the stomach, because the one that fell out for me, for Casey and her tummy, is Healing Guide. Focus on your health.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely. There's something definitely going on with the stomach. You definitely need to pay attention to it. Pay attention to whatever is coming up on that. And I also pulled the 3 of Fire, which is, you have to make plans for the long term. And there's past choices that you may have made. If there's something that you've been working on, it's going to start becoming abundant for you. I feel like right now things are kind of swirling, but it's all fixing to come into play. It's all fixing to pan out for you. And then I got the King of Air, which is the objective. Communicate and public speaking. So I really feel like whatever it is you've been working on is definitely panning out. It's going to create a road to many other opportunities for you. But I really feel like you need to pay attention to this stomach.
Cool.
What you got?
I got that one too. So maybe it is a little bit more beyond nerves, or maybe it's simply pay attention to when your tummy sets off. What's the situation? What are your thoughts? What words are being exchanged, or what's the topic of discussion that sets your tummy off? And then ask your tummy, are these excitement butterflies, or are these, you might not want to go a whole lot further on that topic, discussion, or thought, because your tummy is kicking in and saying,
that might be where her intuition's is in her stomach.
Yeah. Well, that's funny, because the other thing that came up for me, I went back to the Messenger of Spirit deck. The one that came up for her there was, I'm sorry, it's reversed, was third eye chakra. visualize the outcome. So as Lori said, you've laid the foundation. There are things that you've been working on, and you may not even be aware that you were working on it as these things in the past happened or started adding up. But whatever is has been fertilized, so to speak, in the past, you can see where that's starting to come together.
Yeah, it's getting ready to pay off.
Presenting new opportunities. So visualize what it is you're looking for, and then pay attention to how your body reacts. Anything else, Lori?
Nope.
I'm good. Casey, I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Aspen is open to a message or a reading regarding her father. Aspen, is your father having health experience, health issues? I've got some physical tension in the upper right side of my chest as I think about your question, Aspen. So I was looking for maybe just a little more information. I don't know if that's a stress-related physical response. He might be. There's been a lot happening recently that could have caused something. Lori, what you got?
Where did you see that response?
In the chat box.
Oh, okay. Okay, you're not able to speak to him at the moment.
Why do I feel like you can, Aspen?
Okay, one of the cards that came out on this one was the Seven of Fire, which is stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Challenge those in power, but choose your battles wisely.
I feel like that kind of speaks to your response, Aspen, regarding my upper right side physical response to your question, where you say he might be having medical issues. It kind of makes me feel like you suspect he's having some medical issues that he may be ignoring, and you're trying to get him on board with looking further into that. And I get that you can't speak with him at the moment, but I also feel like you have some intuition you may or may not be honoring. I think you're trying to honor it by asking the question. You can send thoughts, prayers, blessings, uplifting information intuitively to your father.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, you're not just connected by birth, by DNA. You are energetically connected a little bit above and beyond most parent-child relationships, which are always super connected, but you've got a good handle on that connection. And yeah, I just got goosebumps. Use your connection, like send the intention. If you talk to him, he probably will not acknowledge on this level, on this one-to-one realm, that he's hearing you, but you can work with that energetically. And remember, he will always only ever do what he believes is in his own highest and best, but you can certainly send your support.
Okay, yeah. Now, I feel she just messaged that she doesn't have access to talk to him, and I feel like there is somebody standing in the way that's not letting her have access. But I have to go with what Deidre said. You can speak to him to his higher self. And it might take a while. His higher self may not, whatever the case may be. I feel like there's a lot of conflict. Hold on just a second. I just feel like you have to try. You do have to, like the card says, pick your battles. But you do just keep sending those energetic, intuitive thoughts to him. They'll get to him. You just have to be ready for what comes back.
Okay, apparently I'm supposed to like throw the whole deck at you because it just jumped right out of my hands. I love it though. The throat chakra card came out. Speak your truth and be authentic. And you send it with all the love and care and support in the world and let go of outcomes.
And I also pulled the now card. So she needs to, you
Go
need to be
for it.
doing this now.
Yeah.
You need to be doing this now.
Terry popped in, another one of our viewers, and she's actually not suggesting, sorry. She's saying that she feels like, Aspen, you might consider talking with him in dream time.
Which I agree with that too.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm doing
with
within my own family right now. So I'm right there. You're awesome, Aspen. You're awesome. Thank you so much for the opportunity for the two of us to help you with that conundrum.
Just don't give up.
Yeah, I'm not. We're not doctors, so we don't give medical advice. But our advice to you collectively is go with your gut.
Don't wait.
Go with your gut and reach out. Well,
did you see who just popped in?
I did see who just popped in. And in the meantime, Todd brought Courtney up for us. Good morning, DeEtte. Courtney was wanting to know, what is her path right now? Stay the course.
Courtney, I feel like your path is in so many different directions. I don't even really need to go to the cards. I just feel like you have ample pass. But the card that pops out is communication. I'm going to assume that you are definitely on the spiritual realm. I'm going to assume that you're a medium. But I just feel like you have so many different avenues that you can go. And you don't need to limit yourself to just one. Because there's just so many different opportunities available for you. And I feel like you'll be successful in all of them. Deidre?
I got distracted for a minute.
Okay.
Courtney. And it's funny because stay your course just popped out of my mouth right as Lori started speaking. And I get that some things are pretty convoluted right now. There is a lot going on and you've got several different options. I'm tempted to say pick one because they all look really good, but they require some focus and some attention. And I go back to trust your gut, Courtney, and I think you already know that. Your gut is giving you some really good instincts on which direction you want to go, but I feel like your brain is overriding your gut from time to time, and the conflict over what is my path right now is really more within yourself. Your intuitive information, wherever that comes from for you, in whatever form it shows up in, you're hearing it, you're looking at it, cards are jumping onto the floor on my end. You're hearing it, you're looking at it, and then it's like your brain takes over and says, oh no, but this is what I want to do. The card that came up from the Judith Orloff deck was surrender to your desire to control people, which kind of reinforces your brain is wanting to control what your intuition is saying and coming in as an override. And that can kind of make you back off from the things that your own intuition is guiding you toward. And in the long run, there is a potential for you to sabotage yourself by overriding your intuition and your own instincts. I'm not even going to say sit down and make a pro and con list because that comes from your brain. But I'm seeing a list, but it comes more from journaling or some automatic writing exercises. And I think you'll get more of a sense of direction from that. But the options are good ones. Just pick the one that you think is best in your gut.
When you said that about the journaling, automatically heard she needs to write to her guides and let them do the automatic writing back.
Mm-hmm.
And her guides are going to read her.
So starting a two-way conversation on paper with your guides. What do you think, Courtney? I don't think that muddies the water a whole lot as long as your brain doesn't interpret what spirit gives back to you.
Right.
Stick with that intuition and trust it. And there's your trust theme for the day.
That word.
All right, Courtney, I think we kind of beat that horse a little bit. Trust yourself, I think, is part of, there you go. She's like, right?
Right.
Yeah. Trusting yourself.
That sounds like our answers. Right.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, okay.
Only you and I tend to go, right? We have that little sarcastic twist when we shoot stuff.
Well, see, I'm kind of getting sarcasm out of her, right?
Actually, she just said it was her favorite reading.
Oh, well, thank you, Courtney.
Oh, Courtney. We're both so excited to be able to help you. We love it. All right. Oh, good. It made sense to you. That's perfect. It doesn't need to make sense to us as long as it makes sense to you. And that actually helps both of us because it's just the reminder that we need to trust what we're getting and spit it out.
Yep. Yep.
And who doesn't need that reminder, right?
Every day.
Okay. Well, don't let your brain digest. Digestion takes place in the gut, my friend. She says she's digesting. So I'm like, nope, digestion takes place in your gut. Okie dokie. Miss Tina.
Okay, as soon as her name popped up, I wanted to go, okay. You can so relate to what we just said about Courtney. We can't tell you which path to take.
Right.
Because you already know where you should be going. You just aren't recognizing it. And like Deidre said to Courtney, start that conversation, write it down, do some automatic writing. And we never stop learning. If there's something that you feel you want to pursue, but you're not ready, find that teacher, find somebody to help you be able to move forward. But you've got to make the decision on what to do. And the card that comes up is plan. You've got to make a plan. That's going to lead you where you need to go. But again, the trust, you've got to trust what you're getting. You've got to trust what you're hearing. Just try that automatic writing. Do it, every day for a couple of weeks. Just talk to your guides and let them give you the answers, and they'll head you in the right direction.
There we go.
Yep.
I got nothing to add to that one. I do love when we come across themes in our readings, especially in a format like this. I do want to take time to mention, as Courtney said, if you unfortunately do not get your specific question answered today, pay attention to the information that we're sharing with others. You guys, we all came together in this format today, same time, same place, for a reason. And just because that information was delivered specifically to one person doesn't mean that it can also, doesn't exclude the fact that that information, could also apply to you. I feel like this is a perfect place to take our quick station break this morning, refresh those water glasses, hang out with us. We'll be back with more right after this break.
Only 5% of our patterns of behavior are driven by our conscious mind. 95% of our patterns of behavior are driven by what we hold in our unconscious mind. Root cause therapy is a holistic healing modality using advanced testing methods to help you identify and shift the patterns and beliefs holding you back from achieving goals, changing unhelpful patterns, or stepping into the relationships you truly deserve. Using no drugs, no chemicals, root cause therapy will help make your unconscious thoughts and beliefs conscious in order to achieve lasting change in a focused amount of time. DeEtte Sanford is a certified root cause therapy practitioner, energy worker, and psychic medium who knows her clients truly deserve to heal their deepest wounds in a safe container. By combining her skills in your root cause therapy program, DeEtte will work with you to bring what's hidden deep in your mind to the forefront and to create lasting change. Root cause therapy is proven helpful in overcoming anxiety, emotional eating or spending habits, low self-esteem, and many other unhelpful patterns based in your past experiences and incomplete emotional cycles. Contact DeEtte today to learn how root cause therapy may assist you in letting go of that which is holding you back from achieving the life and relationships you truly deserve. Contact DeEtte by calling 630-506-8381. That's 630-506-8381, or schedule your consultation at DeEtteLSanford.com.
We're back.
I am panicking over here. You caught me unaware. My battery is running low on my computer, and I'm not real sure why, because it's plugged in. So if you lose me, I will sign in on my phone. But thanks for sticking around and joining us right here for this Wednesday's edition of the Self-Care Show. I am DeEtte Sanford, and you're watching us on WLTK-DB.com. My guest today is Lori B. She is an oracle card reader, a certified psychic medium, and is working toward her certification in angel reading. And who have we got up next? Thanks for being here with us today, everybody. We love having all of your questions come popping in, and I appreciate Lori being here today as well.
DeEtte, real quick, did you check the plug in the wall?
I've checked all the plugs.
I feel like there's something in the wall.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
everything else in the house is working, so got my fingers crossing. I will double check everything, but again, if you lose me, I'll pop in on my phone.
Okay.
Have at it, Laura.
All right. I'm fixing to pull some cards for Teresa here. What do your guides want you to know? Teresa, what do you think your guides want you to know? All right. Let's go. I got the scholarly card on you. Page of wind. Or page of earth, I'm sorry. Saying an excellent opportunity presents itself. A new area of study. So I think I'm feeling like they're wanting you to further whatever it is you're pursuing at the moment. Whether it be taking some new classes or possibly even maybe shifting and changing a job. But I really feel like they're wanting you to learn more in an aspect of what you're wanting to pursue. But I also feel like you're going to have to be careful of others around you. I feel like there might be somebody that might try to sabotage whatever it is you're going for. Because I also got the 9 of Fire. Which way to go? that way. You know, and it says protect what you've created. So whatever it is you're looking for, be careful who you share that information with. But I do feel like they're saying that you need to continue studying, you need to continue learning. You know, and don't give up on yourself. That the biggest thing that I'm hearing is learning. You just have to keep learning whatever it is that you're trying to pursue. And again, like we said for Courtney earlier, you know, journal to your guides and let them answer you back. Is that what you're picking up, Deidre? Deidre, can you hear us? Wait a minute. Are you there, Deidre?
Can we switch over?
Okay. Yeah. I'm like, Deidre?
I don't know. I can't tell if I'm in one screen or two screens or which camera we got going on. I think we're back on my phone.
Okay.
Yes, Dawn, I can hear. Thank you for checking in. I'm trying to figure out how to make this switch. And what's going to be hard for me is trying to read questions because this print on my phone is teeny tiny. Not real sure what happened with my computer. So I'm sorry I missed whatever was happening. But I'm quasi back.
Okay. I was just telling Teresa that, you know, I feel like her guides are telling her she needs to further her learning. And she also needs to protect whatever she's working on because I feel, and I got the card to back it up, that there will be those that try to sabotage her.
If you shared everything that you got for Miss Teresa and you've already pulled a card, I'm going to leave it with you and leave tea with you because I was totally not connected
No
to
problem.
anything that was happening there.
Okay, well, hopefully that made sense to her.
All right. Stephanie popped in and I'm like looking at my screen. Hello. Stephanie popped in and wants to know if there are any messages regarding love in her life. Right on time for Valentine's Day, Stephanie.
Yeah, I'm going to use my romance cards. My romance.
Oh,
for this
brilliant.
One. See, there was a reason they were sitting here. I told you I
Right?
wasn't sure how I was going to use them because I don't use them that much.
Oh, we knew there was a reason. There always is. All right.
If you want to start while I'm shuffling this, you can.
That's okay. I was just checking. We have battery back on the laptop. So let's bounce back over there because I can see the screen better and read questions better.
Okay, Stephanie. So I know you're probably not going to like this card because it doesn't really give you an answer, but it's saying stay optimistic. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So, you know, it doesn't give you a whole lot, just saying stay optimistic. Let me pull another one. Okay, now this one is interesting because it says, is it safe for you to love? So I'm wondering if you're maybe stopping love from coming in. And this card says, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So I'm feeling like maybe you've got some self blocks up there where you keep people at arm's length.
There we go.
And
Thanks,
I
Todd.
feel like if you just give somebody the chance, they're going to be there. You just, again, here comes this word. You have to trust. You got to trust. Okay, so you were in a 16-year relationship and it ended 2 years ago. So, okay, so I can see then where the barriers would be. But again, you're just going to have to let those walls down and let somebody in. That's going to be, that's the only way it's going to come in. You have to let it in. You have to get to a place where You're going to trust somebody enough with your heart again. Deidre, you got anything on this one? Oh, I don't think she can hear me again. Okay. Okay.
Technical issues everywhere. We've
I know. I'm
overpowered.
talking to you and you're not answering. I was just wondering if you had anything to add for Stephanie.
I have no idea because I lost audio.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully
That's
what
the
I
first
gave
time
her
for everything.
made sense to her. I don't know
Wow.
if they can
All
hear
right.
me.
I can hear you.
I can hear you now.
I think we're back. Let's just get back together here. Michelle wants to know if her relationship with Marty will develop into something exclusive.
I don't know which cards
And
to
as I'm
use for
reading
this one.
that in the back of my mind, I'm hearing, do you really want it to?
And I have kind of a pit in my stomach.
Michelle. Darling, what do you want? I feel like you want it to evolve into something exclusive, but you're also a little bit afraid to get what you want. When I bump into that, it makes me feel like you might be filtering this current relationship through the lens of a past relationship that did not end so well for you. My thought on that is there's some cleanup that needs to happen. This feels like a great, fun, easy relationship that can pretty much go wherever you want it to go. So once you figure out that Marty is not the person from your past, Marty is not necessarily based in your past experiences, try being a little bit more present. And as you become more present in your relationship with Marty and in the times that you are together, you may just be aware that, oh, I'm not reacting to this with Marty. I'm reacting to this from my past. And in that respect, you get to focus more on the relationship with Marty, who you are in that relationship, and whether or not that's the fit that you want. What do you got, Lori?
Well, I kind of have the opposite.
Cool. I
kind of feel like she's settling for Marty. And I went to pull one card and 4 cards came out. And one is you deserve love. 2 is passion. And it says allow your heart and soul to sing. And then 3 is new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings.
Nice.
So unless Marty's doing a total change, I feel like there's somebody else on the horizon for you. Because 4th card is soulmate. So I don't know. I just feel like she's settling for Marty. Just for the security.
I don't said anything against the relationship with Marty. I think it was when you can clear some of the debris from a past relationship, it gets out of the way so that you can see this relationship for what it is.
Right. Yeah. And some of these cards may have been from a past relationship that's blocking her.
Interesting.
But really that's up to Marty on to whether it's going to be exclusive. I don't feel like Marty's ready yet.
Aha.
I don't. I just got that. I don't feel like he's ready to be exclusive. It's not to say he won't in the future. I just don't feel it right now. And I'm sorry.
No, there is no reason to be sorry. No. Yeah, no, and I'm with you on that. We're both going to stick to our guns, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But I think this is also why some people choose to excuse me, collect information from different readers, because we do all have different frequencies. We do all get different information for the same people sometimes. So I love that there's an open door. And I think it's true in a lot of ways. Clearing the debris from the past can help make the present more clear. And maybe that's what she finds when she gets the present to be more clear, is that's really not necessarily what she wants to be exclusive. We'll find out. Stay tuned. Follow up with us and let us know how that one goes for you. Super curious. Mr. Tim, we got you. And it is 10:56. I think Tim is going to be our last question for today. Tim wants a perspective on his coming year.
All right. I'm going to Angel Wisdom for this one. As soon as I saw his name come up, I grabbed this deck.
Okay.
Okay. I like this card. It's the Four of Fire. And it says, so much to celebrate. Send gratitude to the divine and the angels for the peace and prosperity coming to you. Peace and contentment in your personal life. And as I was shuffling, I kept hearing new horizons. Give it back to me. I lost it. I just feel like there's a lot of possibilities coming your way. And I feel like you've got your hand in the cookie jar, but you don't want to take just one. You want to take a whole bunch of them, but you don't know which ones you want to take because it's a combination. I feel like there's M&M and chocolate chip, and you're like, oh, which one do I want? And so you're just taking them all, which is perfectly fine. I just think you need to slow down a little bit because you're like charging ahead. And I instantly, as soon as I'm saying that, see the Chariot card. And it's like you're charging ahead, but you need to slow down just a little bit because you've got it all. I mean, there's, like you said, too much good stuff. So you just have to enjoy the ride is what I'm hearing. Enjoy the ride, slow it down because it's all there for your taking. You just got to slow down a little bit.
Tim, I've seen a lot of readings that you've gotten from others. And so I know a little bit about your story. All I'm going to say is I agree with Lori. I know you have a couple of projects. I know you have a project that everyone is pushing you to complete. And in that respect, I will say, same thing Lori said, you got a lot going on and you want to do a little bit of everything. And you know what? That can really be okay. Because that one big project that everybody always talks with you about and encourage you to take on isn't something that's going to happen in one fell swoop. That's something that's going to require you to put your foot on the accelerator, take your foot off, take a break, and then go back to it, right? That's not something that happens overnight. So I think it's great that you have the opportunity to do a couple of different things so that you can focus on that big project everybody talks about and then let it rest for a little bit while you focus on something else. Tim's already agreed. There's too much good stuff coming ahead for the year. And I will just tell you, Tim, that the card that dropped out of my deck as I was shuffling for you is the Higher Self card. And it just says your life purpose is calling. I think you already know what that is. So I'm going to jump on the same train that everybody else jumps on and encourage you to go ahead and put pen to paper or get to typing. And then, you know what? When you need a break, go enjoy one of the other options that are coming up. You can rotate in and out of those things because you're going to need some rest. That project is going to take a lot of energy and a lot of focus and concentration for you. So
he needs to watch his diet too.
He
needs to watch his diet.
Watch his guidance?
Diet.
Oh, watch your diet. Okay. Eat healthy, Tim.
Yep. I've seen avocados.
I hope it helps, Tim. We agree. There's a lot of really good stuff coming at you, and it's okay to choose multiples and work on them as is appropriate. Take a break. Go back. When you go back, you may have a different focus on that same project. Because that project's going to go in a couple directions. We already know that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today. A huge thank you to Mr. Todd Bates for helping us keep track of all of you and all of your questions as they came flying into us. We're so excited to have had the opportunity to be here for you today. And we greatly appreciate you guys jumping in, hanging in there with us for the last hour. You never know. We may do this again.
And we might. And thank you for having me, Deidre. I appreciate it.
I'm so happy that you were able to be here with me today, Lori. Thank you for coming in. I know your schedule is a little bit different. I appreciate you stepping away from that and putting us on your calendar today. Thanks, Lori. Enjoy the rest of your day, hon. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Everybody else, again, popping in and keeping this show moving today. I greatly appreciate you all showing up. WLTK-DB comes back to life later this afternoon at 3 o'clock with the Psychic Hour with Kelly Brickle. We've also got Seeing Beyond with Kelly Eckhart and Cheryl Murphy this evening at 6 p.m. Tomorrow morning, they're going to kick off Thursday with Chat with Charlie at 9 a.m. Tyson's Gift will come on the show on the station Thursday night at 6 p.m. as well. Everybody have a fantastic rest of the week. Join me next week on Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. when my guest will be Whitney McNeil. Until then, this is Deidre signing off from the Self-Care Show right here on WLTK-DB.